Hi everyone, this is Melissa from In Charge Coaching, and today we're going to be talking about emotional intelligence. So do you have emotional intelligence? So right now I'm going to share this live stream with my group. If you can just bear with me 1 second. So a lot of what I hear things like I have natural emotional intelligence, or that person doesn't have emotional intelligence. Very black and white statements. So today I'm hoping to give you a little bit more of an understanding of what emotional intelligence is, so that you can have a better understanding of what it looks like in yourself and what it can look like for other people. So, okay, I'm sharing in my group now, so we're all good to go. So again, my name is Melissa from In Charge Coaching. What I do, if you don't know me yet, I work with managers to build high-performing teams so that they can become a valuable and recognized leaders in their organization. And a big part of building that influence as a leader is emotional intelligence. So that's one of the core things that I teach, that I help my clients with. And so what is emotional intelligence? It's being smarter with feelings. And that's what you would hear with 6 Seconds, which is the organization that I work heavily with. The way that I would describe it is being able to blend the emotional data with your rational thinking to make better decisions, to actually put it into actions. And so what we know according to the research is that people who use emotional intelligence have better outcomes in effectiveness, relationships, well-being, and quality of life. So both in your personal and professional life, emotional intelligence is a key factor in your outcomes. So that's a quick explanation, I guess, of what is emotional intelligence. And it's not black or white. It's not do you have it or don't you have it. There's actually 8 competencies in the model that I work with. So think about like 8 different skills that you have that's in this bucket of what is emotional intelligence. So you have skills that you are using regularly, that you're strong in, some that you're kind of using, some that you're weak in. So again, it's not about do you have it or do you not have it. You absolutely have emotional intelligence. It's about how are your skills, how are you using them, how practiced you are, and how you're building them up. So that leads me to my second key piece of information here. These skills, we can actually measure them. So I work with an assessment where we're measuring your skills. So we're not, when we start working together, that's the first thing we do. So we get an actual like on the map of you are here, right? Where are your skills? What are you strong in? What are you struggling with? And then we map it out to where you want to be. What kind of outcomes do you want? What are your goals? And then we can build a plan. So I'm not spending hours trying to figure out what you need or where you're at. We actually have a really clear starting point and a real clear end point, and then it's about making a plan to build up your skills. So we can measure emotional intelligence, which brings me to the third point, which is emotional intelligence. All these 8 competencies, we can develop, we can build them up, we can change them. So unlike personality typing, so when we're assessing your personality, that's more static. When it comes to emotional intelligence skills, we can practice these skills and we can build them up. So we can actually create lots of change. just to use myself as an example, I had my emotional intelligence measured. I made a plan with my coach, so I'll just tell you about two of my competencies here. But I was very, very strong, actually expert level, when it came to apply consequential thinking. But I was struggling, and I was functional in optimism. So I was overusing my consequential thinking and limiting my options, which was creating, you know, an outcome that I didn't want. So over a period of time, I made a plan with my coach as to what skills I was going to be working on and how I was going to practice them. I remeasured 3 months later, and my applied consequential thinking came down and my optimism shot up. So it's not about being expert level in everything, because all of these skills are affecting each other. It's about finding a balance to get the right outcomes, to get the outcomes that you want. So emotional intelligence is a bucket of 8 competencies that can be measured and that can be developed and changed over time to impact your outcome. And so, like I said, this is an important part of how I work with clients to make sure that they get the results that they are seeking and that we ensure. So I measure right off the bat, the first thing that we do, we measure your EQ skills. And then after we finish our work, we remeasure so that you can see the progress that you've made. I hope this was helpful. If you want to learn more about emotional intelligence, or if this was helpful, please leave me a fire emoji in the comments below, and I will see you in the next live. Thank you for watching.